Welcome. Now today we're talking about an addiction that is still fairly taboo. It's an addiction people can find so shameful that they do it behind closed doors when nobody's looking, or even in the middle of the night when everyone else is in bed. Today we talk to people who have an addiction with food. Yes, food. And today's guests are certainly not alone in their obsession with food. Did you know it's been proved the British have the sweetest teeth in Europe? Apparently, we spent a staggering £2.36 billion on confectionery last year, and we're fast becoming the fattest nation in Europe. Well, some of today's guests are aware that they're addicted to food and realise it's finally time to speak out about their obsession and get some help. Others have brought loved ones with them to the studio, and they're ready for some harsh words because they feel it's time to be cruel, to be kind. The excuses have got to stop. Now here's an introduction to the women we'll be meeting today.
Hi, I'm Elaine. A typical day's consumption for me is a burger lunch, cream cake, Chinese takeaway, snacks, crisps and lots of fizzy drinks. I do hate myself and I can't look at myself in the mirror. I can't see myself ever forming another relationship if I stay at this weight. I have an addictive personality and I binge eat.
Hi, I'm Joanne. I binge eat when I'm depressed. I won't be able to have children until I lose at least 2 stone. I feel unattracted and my husband does nothing to support me.
Hi, I'm Pat. I'm desperately trying to lose weight at the moment. If only it wasn't for the fast food that I have a tendency to divulge in. Oh, and then there's the kebabs. I do walk the dog though, surely that's enough exercise.
Hi, I'm Carly. I want to be an actress, but there's one problem. I'm fat. I haven't looked in the mirror for the last 2 years now. I eat because, well, a few extra pounds won't make much difference. I eat when I get upset, and it's a vicious circle.
Well, there you have it. 4 women, all of them unhappy with their weight and all of them with excuses as to why they can't shed the pounds. So let's start off with you, Elaine. Let's start with you. You can't lose the weight, why not?
I just don't seem to have the drive in me anymore. I used to do a lot of dieting when I was younger.
Right.
But these days, I don't know if it's like my lifestyle, but I'm also enjoying the food too much as well. I don't want to give it up. I drink a lot of Coke.
How much Coke do you drink? How much?
About 2 bottles a day.
2 bottles a day. Crisps?
About 2 bags a day.
Chocolates?
Love chocolate. I can eat up to 5 bars a day.
5 bars of chocolate a day, every day. Breakfast?
Don't do breakfast.
Vegetables? Fruit? Fast food?
Yeah, all fast food.
So when did you start putting on weight then?
When I was about 32.
Okay, let's come to Joanne. Joanne, you were saying there that you can't have children because of your weight.
That's right.
How long have you been overweight?
I've been overweight for about 5 years now.
5 years.
Yes.
And what have you been trying in order to conceive? You've been on IVF?
I've been on IVF.
And what do they tell you need to do?
It's to do with my weight. I need to lose 2 stone at least.
So tell us about your day, about food. What sort of food are you eating?
Basically, in the morning, I don't have breakfast. I have it about 12 o'clock. And then I just binge eating.
The whole day?
All day.
Okay, let's come to you, Carly. You're how old?
19.
19. And when I say weight to you, what does that make you think about? Fat. When you look in the mirror, what do you think?
I just don't like looking in the mirror at all.
And what sort of things do you eat?
Bad fast food, crisps, chocolate, you name it. Fatty stuff, I just eat it.
Do you eat just all day and every day as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, Pat, fast food.
Not really.
You don't eat fast food?
Well, I do, but only on mid-payday.
So how
So
often?
that's once a fortnight.
Do you think you've got a problem with weight?
Yeah.
You
I've got
do?
a terrible problem with weight.
Do you think it's because you eat too much?
No.
Do you think you eat healthy food?
Yeah.
Okay, so what sort
I
of
can
food?
live on chicken breasts and every day of the week it'd be different.
Which I like what? How many recipes you know? Do you eat lots?
I have tried that many different ways of doing chicken breasts that it comes out my flaming ears.
What about fruit and veg?
I have it done, yes, I have that as well.
Ah.
I have chicken curry, chicken stir fry, stuffed chicken breast rolled in stuffing, I change the stuffing. I'll put a bit of fruit in it and a few nuts in it, just to give it a different flavour. I hate chicken.
So why aren't you losing... I was going to say, so why aren't you losing weight if you're eating the right food?
I honestly don't know. I don't eat chocolate. I can't eat chocolate because it sends me to sleep.
Not puddings?
No.
Nothing? Chip
Don't have
butties?
sweet. Yeah, occasionally, but then, as I say, that's more or less on payday.
OK. Well, sit there and think about what you do and don't eat, because, as I said, these women are here today with their families, but beware, because we've lined up a show that's all about what you can do, not about what you can't do. Now, joining us later, a special guest who's going to make you face the truth and change your futures. Now, what the families of these guests want and how that's going to be achieved, all of that later. So today we're talking about being addicted to food. Now, my first guest, Joan, says her daughter Elaine is way overweight and reckons that if Elaine carries on overeating, she could outlive her. Let's welcome Joan. Joan, have you seen Elaine put on the weight over the years?
Yeah, over the years. Since she's had all her children, she's put more weight on.
So tell me about what she eats.
Well, she eats just junk food, crisps, chocolate,
And
chips.
what size are the meals she has?
Well, a man's size when I've seen it.
Like what, great big plate?
Plate full of potatoes and whatever.
All of that?
No vegetables.
Have you ever seen
Just
her eat
beans.
vegetables?
No, I've never seen her eat vegetables.
Did she have veggies as a kid?
She used to have veg as a kid. She has them at my house at Christmas, that's about it.
That's it? What
That's
about
it.
fruit?
No, no fruit.
And she drinks a lot of fizzy drink?
She drinks at least 2 bottles of Coke a day.
At least 2?
At least.
And what about exercise? Does she do anything? Or?
She just started taking dogs on park and that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Have
yeah.
you seen it affect her personality?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, she's pretends she's happy on the outside, but inside she's crying.
How do you know that? Do you see
Well,
it?
I've seen her crying.
And what does she
Her
say?
nerves are shattered with it.
How do you mean her nerves?
Her nerves are just can't take any more of her, this weight. It's the weight that's getting her down.
And what about her health? Is that being affected?
Well, her
as well?
health has been affected. She went to the doctors last week.
Yeah.
And he said that she had to lose weight and her blood pressure keeps going up.
So
And
that's
also
all right.
with smoking as well.
She smokes?
She smokes very heavily.
Have you told her about that?
Yeah, told her.
So you're a concerned mum. Now,
Yeah.
how old is your daughter?
38.
38?
Yeah.
So what are your fears if she doesn't change the way she's going?
Well, I'm on dialysis.
Right.
Right, I've been on 15 years.
Yeah.
And I can see her dying before me.
You see her getting ill? That's
yeah,
what you...
before me.
All right. So
I can see it happening because she's been having pains in her chest. Last week, that's what she told the doctor, pains all in her chest there. So that's when I got worried then.
So what do you want to say to her today?
Well, I just want to tell her to slim down, to try and get on some sort of diet and exercise.
Hasn't she tried a diet before?
She's tried all sorts of diets, but she don't keep to them.
Ah, she goes back to those big
Yeah.
man-sized
Yeah.
plates of potatoes.
That's right.
All right, well, let's hope today can make a
Okay.
difference. Please welcome back Elaine. So, Joan, what did you want to say to Elaine today?
Well, like I've told her before, she's going to die before me if she carries on with this eating. She's going to have an heart attack. And the cigarettes, she should cut them down as well. She's just making herself extremely ill, and she's a very unhappy girl inside as well.
What do you want to say to your mum about that, Elaine?
Well, at the end of the day, you know how much I've dieted over the years, don't
Yeah,
you?
you do know, yeah.
And I am sick of dieting, and I don't know where the weight's come from, do I? Really?
What about
When
you
you've seen me eating like that, I've not eaten all day. You always seem to walk in when I sit down with a plate
What about
of
you
mash.
binging on these chocolate bars and crisp and pop and stuff like that?
I crave sugar. I crave it.
We just have to learn to do without it.
But you're saying you don't eat the whole day?
No, not sometimes, no.
And then you binge, that's when your mum
She's
walks in and
binging.
finds you binging. Why don't you eat all day?
I'm too tired.
Too tired to eat? So what are you doing, sleeping the whole day? Are you working as well?
At the moment, I've got a job now, full-time, but it's split shifts. It's like some days I do 9-10, other days 10-10. It's mad hours.
And what do you eat when you're at work?
Well, I've started eating yesterday. In the morning, I had a chicken salad sandwich.
But what do you normally have?
We've been getting burgers, chicken, all the fast foods, cream cakes. I've not eaten cream cakes for years, but since I've been at work, I've started eating them again.
And are you a good cook?
Used to be when I was married. I don't cook anymore.
What do you eat if you don't cook? What does she eat?
Just junk food.
Okay, now binge eating. What do you mean by binge eating?
Well, what I do, because I don't eat all the time, I mean, some days I eat a lot.
Yeah.
I have what I call hungry days when I never stop eating.
Right.
But most of the time, it's like I'm too lazy. I can't be bothered to even open a tin of beans. I just cannot be bothered.
Right.
So I'll go to the shop, buy a bottle of Coke, crisps, chocolate, what I call frivolities. I'll just get the whole works and go home, put my feet up, you know, fags out. Then my mum comes round.
While you're eating all through these crisps
yes,
and
ruins
chocolates. And how do you feel when you finished eating them?
I just think, oh, well, done it again, Anna, you know.
And that's when you've walked in and you found her eating all of that. Did your mum have a go at you about that?
Always.
And what do you say when she says that?
It's my life.
Fed up, yeah.
My life.
She says it's her life. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to say, you know, this is
Whoa, sorry.
Yeah. This is a perfect example of a woman who's actually enjoying herself too much. And that's part of the reason she's overweight.
What do you mean enjoying herself?
Well,
too?
she enjoys her food and all that, crisp, burgers and all that, that's right. Now, the only way she's going to stop, reduce some body fat and all that's just stop it all, that's it. Simple as that. Do you have it hard? You think you have it hard?
I want to stop it all, but I'm frightened I can't give up Coke.
Right, no, I'm saying, do you think it's difficult for you to lose the weight?
Is it going to be too hard for you to lose the weight? Is that what you're saying? Too difficult?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
scared.
You don't. You actually have it easy. I got it hard.
You've got it hard. Why?
To maintain like this, to stay with this body, know that I got it hard. You actually, I got it easy. All you got to do is stop eating junk food. Seriously, I got it hard.
What do you think when you see people who are overweight and see them upset about being overweight?
Well, it's good that they're upset about it, so at least they know that they're overweight and they need to do something about it. But part of the reason is the laziness, really.
You think it's
and I'm
lazy?
sorry to say that, but
I am
true.
lazy.
That's right.
I
Thank you
admit
for saying
it.
that.
You think it's lazy?
Yeah, it's laziness. I got it hard. I got to go every day after work, you know, for 2 or 3 hours, go to the gym, train, and look like this. That's difficult as hell.
That's my worst nightmare.
What's your worst nightmare?
Going to the gym.
Why?
It's boring.
There you go.
Have you been?
Excuses.
Oh, I used to do circuit training twice a week, aerobics every Saturday. I was a fitness fanatic, really
Thank
into
you.
it.
What went wrong? Thanks. What went wrong? When did things change?
When my husband left me, mainly, I think, and I fractured my knee, and I was in plaster more or less for 6 months, and my weight just seemed to... I tried to get back into the gym, but my knee kept giving me trouble, and in the end, I
You
just
surrendered
gave up.
completely?
Yeah, well, I met somebody else, got pregnant, went up to 16 stone, and I just can't seem to get the weight off.
Do you know what you weigh now?
Well, I was 14 till I started this job 6 weeks ago, and
So
I think I'm about 15 now.
Okay, so what do you want? What do you want out of life?
I want to be happy, be independent, lose weight for me, feel good for me. I want to be healthy.
That's interesting because your first thing on the list was to be happy, your second thing was to be independent, and losing weight came third. And I suspect you've already worked out that if you can achieve the first two things, you'll automatically achieve the last.
Yeah,
The
so
third
I'm not happy at all.
On a one sliding scale of 1 to 10, 1 being way down here, 10 being really, really happy, where would you be right now?
I fluctuate.
Around where?
Well, I'm either 0 or all of a sudden I'm woof, way over 10.
And
Absolutely high as a kite.
where do you eat? When you're 0 or 10?
When I eat, I feel awful. I feel
That's 0.
horrible, yeah.
10, you starve yourself, and then
Oh.
binge.
Yeah, I feel quite good when I've not ate anything. And I wish
Okay.
I could get back to how I used to be. I used to be in control. I used to be able to not eat or control what I ate. When
And
I was
that-
married, I could do it. I was made to do it.
Okay, so you're saying, other than getting another man to make you do it, you need to
I
find
don't want another man.
You don't like men?
Not anymore, no.
You're off men?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a bit of a problem because we're going to introduce you to one at the end of the show, but I'll explain a little bit about that later. Until then, it's going to be interesting. Until then, okay, we'll catch up with you later.
All right
Thank
then.
you.
Thank you.
Well, my next guest, Paul, has been with his wife 5 years, and he says he's desperate to be a dad. However,